Hey, it's Quadix here. Thank you guys so much for 2,000 subscribers. I will be uploading quote unquote an hour episode. So I will be uploading 3 episodes that are 20 minutes or longer, and I was going to do one big 1 hour episode, but that might look threatening, and most people will watch a 17-minute what if video or a 20-minute what if one. But if it's an hour long, they are probably not gonna click it. And also it takes a lot longer to upload. I will be doing my voice will get strained, so I'm gonna take little breaks, water breaks and stuff in between them like this. So yeah, I'll upload 3 20 minutes videos, one every hour. No like goals, but on the third video I upload, for the next part to come out, I will have a like goal. Go check out my other quality what ifs. The link to a playlist of all the what ifs I have done will be in the description. Check out my community tab. I will be using that for polls to select what videos I do and more. Please like, comment here, any other comments you may have. Make sure you are all subscribed, and let's get into it. This is the letters that his parents wrote to him. Dear Naruto, oh my sweet little child, how I wish that I were alive to see you grow into a fine young man like your father. I'm writing this letter in case something happens to us and you are left alone. If you're reading this, it means that we are dead. We are sorry for leaving you, baby. First things first, I love you with all my heart, Naruto. A mother never stops loving her child, even in death. Know that I am still watching over you, and another thing, don't you dare visit me unless you are 110 years old. I want you to live a full and happy life and only die of old age. Second, if you decide to become a shinobi, remember the 3 vices of shinobi life. First, alcohol. Be responsible about it and don't become a drunk. Second is money. Use it responsibly and try not to waste it. If you do want to waste it, better do it on your wife. The third is women. And as your mother, I absolutely forbid you to become a pervert and a womanizer. Respect women, and also find a woman you love and want to spend the rest of your life with. Don't settle for anything less. At the bottom of this letter, you will see 2 kanji. The first one contains my sword, if you ever decided to pick up kenjutsu. The second contains the ring in which your father proposed to me with. Give it to the girl you believe will love you for the rest of your life. Once again, your father and I love you, no matter what. Remember that. With love, Kushina Uzumaki. P.S. Learn Funjitsu. The Uzumaki were known for it, and your father mastered it well. I have left tons of volumes of Funjitsu that I got from the Uzumaki archives. Everything you need to become a master. Best of lucks, baby. Naruto was numb after reading the letter from his mother. He could not find the words to express how fulfilling and satisfying and amazing it was to hear words from his mother, even if it was on a letter. He saw the kanji that his mother mentioned and smiled his face, splitting grin at that. His mother was awesome. He was so hyped up from reading his mother's letter that he almost forgot about his father's. He put the letter down gently as if it were made of glass and picked his father's letter up. Dear Naruto, if you're reading this letter, then it means that I am no longer among the living. I desperately hope that your mother is with you. But if this is not the case, allow me to explain a few things. My name is Minato Namikaze, and as you probably have guessed, the Yandere Hokage. If you already know this, then you're probably in the academy. If not, it is good to read. Keep it up. If you did not know about my identity as your father before this letter, please don't be upset at the Sandame-sama. I left them specific instructions that you were to be told about my identity only if you were tuning or married. I made many enemies during the Third Great Shinobi War, especially from Iwa. If people were to know about it, you would be a prime target for all enemies. I just want you to know that even if you are yet to be born, I love you with all my heart. It was the happiest day of my life when your mother announced that she was pregnant with you. Since I was an orphan, I really don't have any special jutsu to give you, but what I have left, I hope you master. The improved notes I made from scratch in my quest to learn and master Naidame Sama's Haraishin no Jutsu are in the first kanji at the bottom of this letter. I also have learned the Rasengan and want to teach it to you, in hopes that you complete it, something that I never could. It is in the second kanji. Your mother was Kushina Uzumaki, and she was the loveliest and one of the most compassionate women I've ever met in my life. She is perhaps the only one who loves you more than I do. I have left you another surprise in the basement of this house, something of my own design and perhaps my greatest Funjutsu achievement yet. Other than mastering the 8 trigram ceiling style, details are in the basement. Enjoy! With all the love in the world, Dad. Naruto did not know when he had started crying, but he did not care. He could feel his parents' love from the letter. He could almost see them smiling down on him from above. He wiped his tears off, a determined glint in his eyes. He could do his parents proud. He looked up and noticed that only a little over 5 minutes had passed. Good. A lot of time to explore. He nudged his partner mentally. Hey Kurama, you awake? We can finally explore the house now. All he heard was a deep snore reverberating in his mindscape that caused Naruto's sweat drop. How the hell was Kurama asleep? He was awake just 10 minutes ago. It's impossible to fall asleep that quickly when all you do is laze around and not even get tired. He decided to leave the snoring fox alone and explore by himself. He found out that the room he slept the previous night in were his parents' room. Surprisingly, he found out that it was a little easier to not cry now. He found out that there were 4 bedrooms in total, his parents and his own on the first floor, the guest bedroom on the second floor. One good thing about his and his parents' bedrooms were that they had balconies attached to them. He got out of the house and was stupefied at the space at the back of the house. It was almost 1/4 of the size of a training ground, and Konoha's training grounds are very large. He then finally decided to explore the basement, curious about the gift his father had left for him. Climbing down the stairs, he saw the basement and whistled lowly, impressed with his father even more. He connected the dots and had to chuckle at how clever his father was. The basement was almost the size of their backyard, if only a bit smaller. But what was interesting that there was a glass screen separating a large part of the basement from him. Just below the screen, there was a panel with 7 kanji, each representing the number 1 to 7. He was a bit confused at that and further when he saw a large seal array on the ceiling of the basement and on the side of the glass. He turned around hoping to find something that would explain what the hell he was looking at. He spotted a notebook labeled Training Manual and picked it up. He opened it and found another note from his father. Dear Naruto, this is a training manual for what you're currently looking at. My greatest achievement till today. This is a training room I have designed to improve my taijutsu. While not weak at it, I was not exactly strong either. I designed and incorporated several taijutsu styles into this room, courtesy of Guy and Kakashi. If you ever meet Guy, just be a little cautious. He's always a bit too much. You must have noticed the 7 kanjis on the panel. They are the 7 levels of training, each more difficult than the rest. I must advise you not to immediately go in there, even if you have learned a taijutsu style already. I have designed this training room in synchronization to resistant seals. You must only start if you have mastered the 6th level of resistant seals. If you are able to move comfortably at that level, you may begin from the 1st level. As you move on to higher resistance, you can move on to the next levels. For example, if you mastered the 7th level of resistance, you can safely try the 2nd level of the training room. I have left scrolls of the taijutsu style I created for myself. If you want, you can learn it. It's up to you. Or you can create your own style for yourself. Remember, whatever fighting style you learn, it should have the symbolization of the 5 main elements of nature. It should be as aggressive as fire, as sharp as wind, as fast as lightning, and as strong as earth, and as fluid as water. Good luck, Dad. Naruto was amazed at the end of the letter. His dad created a whole training room with simulations with Fuinjutsu from what he read until now. Fuinjutsu was perhaps the most versatile art amongst all ninja arts. Anything is possible with Fuinjutsu. He started making plans on how he was going to proceed when his keen ears picked up a voice calling his name. Gigi must be back, he thought as he raced back upwards, closing the door of the basement behind him. He took the letter with him, stuffing them in his pockets, and walked to the gate, opening it to talk to Gigi. Ah, Naruto. I'm not saying it. He greeted. I trust that you have explored the house. Naruto nodded, smiling. It is great, Hiruzen chuckled. Good. Now, as you said, I have found an apartment for you. Naruto gave the smallest of nods. So, can I go there and see it? Hiruzen nodded. I'll take you there myself, gripping Naruto's shoulder firmly as he vanished in a shunshin. Appearing in front of a building, Hiruzen guided Naruto in. I have already stocked it with what you might need, he explained as they arrived on the top floor, stopping in front of a door. Hiruzen pushed the door open and let himself and Naruto in. The first thought Naruto had upon seeing his apartment was that it was small, just big enough for him. The second was that it was perfect. The third was awe, seeing that it was stocked with a bed, a dining table, a kitchen with a stove and a refrigerator, and a bedroom with a bathroom and an attached balcony. The bedroom even had 2 racks for clothes and other belongings. Hiruzen gave a small smile, seeing how Naruto was awed like any other children whenever something new was given to them. You can stay here until you get married. After that, you can move into your parents' home, he said. He waited on the sofa for Naruto to finish exploring the apartment, which was not long enough. He stood up when Naruto walked into the living room. So how is it? He was totally unprepared for Naruto to come bowling over to him, wrapping his arms around him in a hug that sent all the air out of his lungs. Only bracing himself at the last second caused him to prevent falling over backwards. Instead, he wrapped his arms around the boy in a bear hug. Naruto separated first, unleashed tears in his eyes. It's perfect, Gigi. Thank you so much. Hiruzen smiled, revealed that Naruto liked it. Now, before I leave, here is your monthly stipend. I don't know. I don't use that word, okay? Okay, hold up. Stipend. Definition. A fixed regular sum paid as a salary or allowance. Still don't know how to say it though. Hold up. Wait, okay. Let me raise the volume. Stipend, okay. Let's get back into the story. He said, handing over a wad of notes. This is 12,000 yen. Spend it wisely. Is there anything else you need before I go? Naruto thought for a minute and said, his face the epitome of seriousness. A cooking book would be nice. Roaming the streets in the evening, Naruto thought back to the afternoon conversation. The old man had... Hey, I got interrupted again. I'm not sure where we left off, but I'm gonna start probably a bit earlier. Roaming the streets in the evening, Naruto thought back to the afternoon's conversation. The old man had almost face-faulted at Naruto's request. When asked why he would want a cooking book, Naruto responded with his signature, making you feel stupid with just a look. Look. He made the Hokage sweat for a minute before answering that he wanted to learn cooking because he did not want to waste his money eating outside, where he would be outrageously overpriced. That brought him to his main problem. Although Gigi had stocked his fridge with all the healthy food, it would eventually be finished and he would have to buy more, which meant he would be overpriced for every time he bought. He sighed, shaking his head at the villagers' stupidity. Really? Just because Kurama lived outside Dang it! Just because Kurama lived inside him did not mean that he was Kurama. Just like when you put sweets in a box and close it. The box does not become the sweets itself, and quite frankly, Kurama felt insulted because Naruto was called a demon instead of him. I am the only demon here, damn it. He always said. That in turn reminded him of another matter. He spoke inside. Hey Kurama, I need your help. It was almost a minute before the Biju responded. With what, brat? Naruto honestly did not mind Kurama calling him a brat. He would prefer it over Demon Boy any day. Also, it warmed his heart every time he heard it because the fondness in the voice was clear as daylight. I need your help in unlocking my chakra, he replied. Kurama, not fully awake from his nap, raised an eyebrow. Why now? You could unlock it when you enter the academy like everyone else. Resolutely shaking his head, I lost where I was. Resolutely shaking his head, Naruto replied, No, I want to... When I enter the academy, I want to be ahead of everyone else, not with everyone else. And if I have to start my training to become a shinobi with all the materials from dad and mom, I will start now. Kurama released a sigh. He hated it sometimes when Naruto acted like his mother. Kushina was infuriating, the tomato brat that she was. Okay, head to one of the training grounds, he instructed. Naruto nodded before changing directions towards the training field. He entered the first one he saw, and after ensuring that no one was around, he sat down in an Indian position, entering a meditative trance and waiting for a pull into his mindscape from Kurama. He did not have to wait for long, but did not see a certain purple-haired Kunoichi looking at him curiously from the entrance of the training ground. Uncle Mitarashi was a Tokubetsu Jonin of Konoha, specializing in interrogation and working directly under Ibiki Morino, the famed interrogator of Konoha. She was powerful after all, being a former apprentice of one of the Densetsu no Sanin, Orochimaru. Just because she was Orochimaru's apprentice meant she was given the kind of treatment that she honestly be reserved for the likes of Orochimaru. She was called the Snake Bitch by the populace of Konoha, but she took it head on and made a fearful reputation for herself, ensuring the villagers kept their distance. She also knew that one another suffered the same treatment at the hands of the villagers, but she was not that stupid to believe that the blonde would be Kyuubi in human form. He intrigued her the way he endured the hatred of the villagers and never backed down. For a 5-year-old, that was seriously impressive. So when she saw the blonde going towards the training grounds, her interest in him was piqued. She decided to follow him to see what he was going to do. She saw how he observed his surroundings and decided to humor him by simply being hidden at the entrance, out of sight for him, but visible to anyone else. What the hell is he doing here? She thought with a raised eyebrow. Naruto arrived in his mindscape and saw Kurama resting at the shore of a very large body of water. Once he knew he was not there One, he knew he was not there before. Where the hell did that come from? He thought as he approached Kurama. Kurama sensed his approach and opened his eyes, looking at Naruto with an intense look. Naruto, do you know what this is? He asked, gesturing to the body of water. Why does he... Okay, you know what? Naruto shook his head, seeing that Kurama explained. This body of water is the representation of your chakra. But before we begin to unlock your chakra, I discovered a very interesting thing about your body. Smiling at the end, Naruto tilted his head to the side. What? Kurama was blunt as a hammer. You don't have chakra coils in your body, kid. Naruto's reaction was priceless. What? Kurama chuckled at Naruto's reaction, and surprise was turning out to be very amusing. Okay, guys, that will be it for today. Okay, I'm gonna talk about a few things. First of all, there are a lot of grammar issues in this story. Now, my mind reads a second or two ahead, and I plan out how to change it where there won't be a lot of grammar issues, and a lot of the stutters are because of that. Now, I know this isn't your fault. When I get a mic, I will be editing my videos, so all the stutters and stuff are cut out. But until then, I'm not gonna edit on my phone. That would take hours. Second of all, thank you guys for all the likes and the comments. And also, it was really weird. Yesterday I got home. I watched YouTube for hours. I slept the rest of the day because the day before I got 20 minutes of sleep. So that's why I didn't really upload. So today I was in school just going through comments, and I was like, the comments are kind of hating. No, okay, there were 2 actual hit comments, but the rest were jokes and stuff about me not being able to read. That was pretty funny. Okay, I will give you that. And it was weird, the 2 hate comments. I was like, wow, no one's hated on me before. This is awkward, but it is what it is. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye. 1, 2, 3